Okay. Okay. Live. I'm ready. Have not played this game on my own for quite some time. So let's just dive right back in with no preamble, because why the heck not? You can stay closed. You go over there. Beautiful. Alright, I'm ready now. Let's move a little something around. Just cuz. Alright. See if I can't remember all the voices I gave everybody. Okay. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Also, yeah, I forgot this is where I left off. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Natsuki, totally on board with everything as always, and doesn't put up the slightest bit of resistance. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. And that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Oh yeah, I forgot a lot of things, but no, yeah, she didn't tell the rest of the club yet about this idea, clearly. Especially hilarious because now we've got a tsundere and a lamppost to deal with about it. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Yeah. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Oh really? What's it look like? Because we'll totally find that out. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Eh? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, and being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. Did you put that in the trailer for it as well? Oh, Sayori. Ooh, that's good water. Forgot doing voices does moiter on the throat. That's right. And it's it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know I do. Or, I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Hey, how about our thoughts, protagonist, huh? You got anything to add to this? I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. What a shocker. Okay, fine. I guess we'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Still as wallflowerish as ever, I see. Gotta love it. Anyway. Okay, we're back. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Good grief, overdramatic much? Seriously. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Good grief, Yuri. Shrivel up into more of a ball of anxiety, why don't you? I get public speaking can be intimidating at first, but honestly, it really isn't that bad once you get used to it. Don't worry. I'll start out to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Nice! Mind if we read along? Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I don't know. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clenches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she quickly walks over to the poem. Okay, honestly did not see that coming. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri glances past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. Okay. The poem is full of twists and turns in structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed within inside her head. Again, it would be nice for us to actually be able to see this. But, I guess this will have to do. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Honestly, I'm kind of stunned too. I was not expecting her to do this. Yuri snaps into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. I know it's just like basic animations, but just that was hilarious. Good grief. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. ... Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay, then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think too much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. Naturally. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even the layman liked it. Well, I mean, I'd know better if I could actually know what the poem was and maybe read along with it. I'm totally not nitpicking this. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite so well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay! She's just going along with... She likes everything. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before the layman. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Jeez, the soon is real! Might as well let the layman lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with the poem I wrote for today. I stand up and step up in front of the podium. Ugh. Some of these sentences, man. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. I mean, it's only polite to do that. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. She sees right through us, doesn't she? That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Nice. Is it of the shonen variety? I don't make dumb jokes. What? Why would you say that? Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. I mean, yeah, that style kind of does fit, like, vocal recitations rather than just plain old reading. Excuse me. Just something about, like, stanzas of rhyming words that are pleasing to the ear or something. I don't know. I'm not up on literature theory. As much as I'd like to think I am. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure to pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Yeah, it makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Yeah. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well... how am I supposed to respond to that? We'll know in a moment. Just want to do this before I accidentally, X out the game.
It's okay, the layman. You don't have to say it.
Well, at least there's that. Whatever. Let's go already. And walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with their words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
Would you do it?
What kind of question is that? Yeah, I thought this game was above tropey writing like that. Or tropey storytelling. You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, here's an actual choice. Now that is the question. Like, given what I've done in the game so far, would I want to walk home with Yuri? Because I can think of plenty of reasonable points to choose that one, or would I stick to Sayori? I might as well go all in on Sayori. Why the heck not? Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. Okay, that was actually a very mature, reasonable response. I'm legit surprised. I was honestly expecting the worst. Okay, then.
You're so silly, the layman. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating over something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. And another poetry session. So since I forget which words are what, we're gonna do the dice rolling thing. Actually, let me get a different die because this one doesn't have enough sides for what I want to do. And yes, I keep a bunch of dice around here because you never know when you might need them. Yeah, like top row 1, 2, bottom row 3, or next row 3, 4, so on and so forth. That's how I'm picking these. All right. Okay, that first one was a Natsuki choice. This one was a Sayori choice. Okay, this will be interesting. And a Yuri choice. All right. Now let's see how the tie breaks, ultimately. Alright, 2 for Sayori. 2 for Natsuki. And 3 for Sayori. Alright. Four for Sayori. Okay. Like, if I get the next 3, well, no, because there's more than 10, so. Alright. Next roll. What does this get? Alright, I haven't gotten that number yet. And still a Sayori choice. And Sayori, I think I'm just gonna end up like just on the roll of the die. I think it's just somehow focusing her. Hang on. There we go. That was a different number. Oh, hey, another Yuri pick. Now I've got 2 for Yuri, 2 for Natsuki, and the entire, and 8 for Sayori. If I get the next 3 for Sayori, then, or Sayori only needs 3 more to pretty much shore up her commanding lead. Oh, do we might have another contender with Yuri here? It's looking like, potentially. Hang on just a second. Alright, back now. Now, where was I? Okay, this one, so. Oh, wow, Yuri's becoming a contender. And I completely lost track. Okay, there's another for Natsuki. I mean, Sayori. Oh, I have not gotten that number yet. So this one's going to be between Yuri and Sayori, pretty much. So, oh. Okay, I think I might have still shored up. So, like, that's 10, 12. Yeah, no, I think Sayori's still in the lead. And that. And this one. And I think this is the last pick, so. Okay, nope, never mind, one more. And I think I've pretty much locked in Sayori for this. Alright. Okay. That last one was for Yuri. Meanwhile... Okay. Oh, there it is. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I just needed to see a thing, which I did. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting the club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination. But I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, Monica says it best. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Speaking of which, where is she? She's not with this group yet. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because! It's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all.
And I'm sure that's means something in Japanese that I'm not picking up on immediately.
Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
Thank you for breaking the fourth wall, game. I didn't totally just point that out.
Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Excuse me.
That's probably supposed to be I'm sorry or something like that. Where is Sayori anyway? Good question, I was wondering that. Oh, there you are. Question answered! Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
Eh?
You're spacing out again.
Ah! Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry about too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile, because clearly just that action alone means she's perfectly fine.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. 'Cause of course. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
The Layman, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Yeah, no, the girl's clearly depressed about something. Also, just for the sake of doing it. There we go.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, the Layman. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Eh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Oh, yeah, no. Sayori's pulling that card. And those of you who are up on your storytelling tropes, you know what I mean. Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, the Layman.
Me?
How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No, I did that wrong. Hey, let me do it. What? When in doubt, Hank Hill. No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, the layman. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Monica brings up a good point. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh on me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Excuse me. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. Oof. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Well, we won't know it. We ain't gonna know now, so guess we'll just have to do this. And the lucky number one for us to share our poems with first is... the dice actually rolled in favor of Sayori. Alright then. So it was rolled, so it shall be. And, okay, there we go. To fix a thing. Let's just do that.
This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, the layman.
Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want a nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright.
Hey, the layman? I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end...
Yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else?
Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you... I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori?
No. The layman. I don't deserve this.
Okay, this is actually an interesting turn. This is actually just something other than the cut and paste slice of life shtick we've been doing up until now. Oh, excuse me.
You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori, I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Again, because it's just that easy. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Well, this is taking a kind of melancholy turn. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, the layman. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Wait, Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay then. Clearly that girl's got something on her mind, and that something is the protagonist, but I'll be darned if I can't figure out what it is, or even try to get it out of her. Anywho. Going to grab another different die, because you gotta have a bunch of different ones for all kinds of situations. This is only just a fraction of the one. I've got more sets. So, Alright. The dice decree that it is Yuri who we shall share literature with next.
Well done, the layman. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad. Sharing a writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated.
Also, are we going to get any more poems to read? Because I kind of liked reading the poems. It was interesting. One more.
It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. Now I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think.
I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself.
Well, have you learned anything about yourself, the layman?
Eh?
Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Huh? Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Oh, almost had to sneeze there for a second.
Is that so?
Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
Eh?
For me to have become someone whose opinion is so fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Yuri,
What What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's just move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here.
I stand corrected! I thought we weren't going to have any more poems to read, but lo and behold. Except for Sayori for some reason. Alright, this one is called Beach. Apparently. A marvel millions of years in the making, while the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky and expansive bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds and endless enigma. Easier said, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it quickly lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foam tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Okay, that's interesting.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about.
No, it's not. It's not. There are no inane things to write about in poetry. It's literally whatever you have strong feelings for that you want to express. Doesn't matter what the subject matter is. I mean, within the bounds of human decency. Obviously.
But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
You'd say that like you didn't even want to write about it.
Oh, haven't you heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just want with her request.
Now you're being tsundere. I thought that was Natsuki's shtick. Stop it, Yuri. You go back to being a lamp. You go back to being a lamppost now. I command it.
But well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Anyways, which one to do next? Probably just gonna call it after I finish with these choices. So, okay, the dice say go with Monica next. All right, can do.
Hi, the layman.
Also, I kind of like sharing poetry with her because she usually has some type of fourth wall breaking tutorial style writing tip at the end of her thoughts. It's just fun.
Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would make me happy. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. And again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together.
I see, I see. That reminds me. About how Sayori's been a little off today.
Yeah? Did she tell you something?
Well... The Layman, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Of course not! I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. Alright, and well, there's a lot to unpack in this one. Mostly just lengthwise. I'm sure content-wise as well. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend doesn't exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That's a little bit melancholy.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give meaning to life. Excuse me. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Oh, so he finally picks up on that! Seriously.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be real disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing it becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Good grief, she's such a freaking trope. Anywho, on to Little Miss Tsundere.
This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No! Gross! It's not like I care.
Jeez. If she were any more tsundere, she'd be the main character of a slice of life school setting anime. That's also a rom-com.
It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you.
Gah!
Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Hang on, let me try that again. I can elbow myself in the stomach. Ooh, good enough. And yes, I actually did try to connect. I'm nothing if not method.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
Freaking jeez. How the hell do you call that a joke? It seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Oh, he finally picks up on that.
Anyway,
Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. Oh wow, she just went all out with this one, didn't she? And yeah, like Yuri said, similar general theme going on here. Let's see how different it is. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. That makes your heart leap in a way you thought left you long ago. Let's bury our heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. You can actually put like a tune to that whole thing. Honestly, that's really freaking good.
Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write about anything negative about the beach.
I think Yuri found a way. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
Well, Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Jeez Louise. Anywho, I think that's about all I'm going to do with this one for now. I've got other things that I need to get to today, but it felt satisfying to get back to this. I will definitely be continuing on with this one, so I will see you guys next time.
It's because I didn't get your help.
Well, then why are you doing it then?
I don't want to leave it upstairs. There's told you. I asked you to come up in
I-
5 minutes. You didn't.
So I wasn't done with the thing I was clearly in the middle of. Yes.